If you enjoy Lord of the Flies, visceral, gory descriptions, and hard-hitting survival questions to be answered, then The Troop is a book for you. In The Troop, four boys and their scout leader take their yearly voyage out to Falstaff Island, PEI. Meanwhile, a man with insatiable hunger heads toward that same island to distance himself from the main island. It isn't long before the two meet, and our scout leader needs to make a decision about how to help this man, how to keep the kids safe, and instill the lesson of helping those less fortunate or in need. This novel gives Lord of the Flies with more speculative fiction and far more detailed horrors. Overall, the descriptions are wildly graphic, but in the best way possible. If you're squeamish, this is not a book for you. I found the pacing to be quite quick. That being said, I didn't feel like we weren't given time to breathe. There were definitely still quiet moments of tension, but these quiet moments were not calm. So it felt like the pacing kept being fast, even though there were times where we were just waiting for the other shoe to drop. I would classify The Troop as heavily plot driven, but there is definitely some fun and interesting character development and exploration. The focus is truly on surviving the island, but the choices made are very clearly made by teenage boys. I really struggle to choose a rating for this book because I found it so enjoyable despite its kind of like structural and writing things that kind of like rubbed me the wrong way. So I'm putting it at a solid 3 for that entertainment while it kind of annoyed me with its structure and writing style and that very specific thing that I try really hard to ignore, which is what I think are bad similes. Max couldn't keep the look of horror off his face. It was instinctive, what most would feel when faced with a member of humankind who no longer looked like he belonged to the species. The stranger didn't wholly resemble a man anymore, more like something a dull-witted child might have drawn with a crayon. His body was lines, his arms were scribbles, his fingers were calligraphic spiders. The skin draped his ribcage with terrible intimacy, pinching around each rib to show the striation of muscle.